Hey everybody, welcome back. So today is going to be round 3 of working with the new snake back here. For those of you that haven't caught the previous episodes, we've been getting a lot of questions from folks that have got newer snakes, hatchlings or younger snakes that are really scared, defensive, bitey and so forth, wondering, man, how do I get this snake to like me? Well, we've got an opportunity now to demonstrate that to you guys, because we've gotten a new Sri Lankan python in here that does not like people whatsoever. So I thought this was a really good opportunity for us to just display every handling that we do with him and show the progress that we make, show some techniques and things like that. So a lot of you guys that haven't seen any of the other videos and stuff like that, of course I'll link them. I'm going to start putting everything compiled into a playlist. But we're going to start today by going down to the reptile room and showing our little female Burmese python and how cool and how easy to manage she is, and how easy to handle, and kind of put on display the end result, the goal that we're looking for with this snake right here. So we're going to head downstairs. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on Intrepid Exotics. Whether you're a lifelong keeper or just getting started, help us encourage responsible keeping, conservation, and public education in the interest of keeping our reptiles safe and healthy as we protect them for future generations. You're invited to spend time with us as we experience these awesome animals together on Intrepid Exotics. Okay, so we're going to look at how this is a little bit different from what you're getting ready to see when we go back upstairs. This is my female Burmese python. I've had her since she was a hatchling, and easily one of my favorite animals. Let's see, you want to come out this way? She's already running straight up to the glass. Come on, girl. Come on out. I don't know if you guys can see her or not. You coming out? She's probably going to end up going back in. She just ate this past weekend, and she's been hanging out there in her water bowl. So we're going to go ahead and drag this out. You're okay. Come on, sweetie. Ah, you little soggy girl. Come on. And she's just about the same size. They're pretty comparable. And this is what we're looking to get to with our Sri Lankan upstairs. Hopefully here in the course of the next couple weeks. I trust this girl right here implicitly. Like I said, she's been with me since she was a hatchling, and she is just the sweetest snake you'd ever want to see. Don't ever have to worry about her taking a swing at me. At least not now. They can still have pretty heavy food responses from time to time, but like I said, she had just eaten this past weekend. So, and I'm really proud of her, man. This is the one that I had to force feed for a couple solid months when I first got her, because she actually came to me much earlier than she should have, and we had a hard time getting her started on food on her own. But yeah, I'm really happy with how she's coming along. She's putting some really good weight on, and she's just doing awesome. And you'll see this looks pretty similar to the Sri Lankan that's upstairs. You'll notice a little bit difference in the pattern on her. The head is a little bit smaller on the Burms than it is on the Sri Lankans, and the coloration on the head is a little bit different as well. But the biggest difference we've got right now is the attitude, which we're working on curbing. What are you doing? We can hang out a little bit more later, but we got to go finish making a movie. See, this is what we're looking for with the one upstairs. So let me get her back. I know she's not going to be happy about going back. You want to just hang out, but so this is the end result. This is what we're hoping to accomplish, and we'll see how long it takes us to get there. Such a good girl right here. Alright, so let's go back upstairs and see how this goes. So here we go, guys. We've had 2 opportunities to handle this fella so far, and this is going to be our 3rd. So again, he's hiding in the back there. Gonna get some stuff out of the way. Let's see, you guys may be able to see. Let me make sure. See if we can see him in there. Yeah, you guys can see him. So, again, like I said, we're gonna try not to stretch this time out, because right now he's stressed out. He's wondering what's going on. I'm just gonna use the hook to kind of touch him and kind of block his head a little bit. And then we're gonna go in. Come on. Come on. Same old thing. Same old thing. Come on. Come on. Nope, nope, nope. Come on. Come on. And he's still pretty angry about coming out. But I do gotta say, he has calmed down a lot quicker than he has the other 2 times. You know, he's still stressed, still musked when he came out, but he's not putting up quite as much of a fight. Again, it's all a little bit of progress, a little bit of progress. Get him up here. Here we go. Okay. It's okay, buddy. It's okay. Gonna spend so much time cleaning the carpet in here because he wants the musk as soon as he comes out every time. Come on, bud. See, right now I'm just gonna try and get him looking at something, kind of try and get his concentration broken, because he's still really frozen. And I really don't think I've got too much to worry about as far as him trying to bite my arms, as long as he doesn't see my hands moving, or he doesn't see anything moving coming at him that scares him. We're just going to keep him supported and let him hang out for a while. But on a good note, this is the 3rd handling and I haven't been bitten yet. So that's progress, because all the times before he managed to get a hold of me at least 2 or 3 times on that initial pull, bringing him out. Come on, buddy. You can just check stuff out. There you go. You're okay. You're okay. Come on. He's still really tense. We're going to give him a few minutes to just relax a bit. Come on, buddy. Moving towards something. See if something will get his attention. Make him start exploring a little bit. Give him something to track with his tongue. You know, going after the snake hook again. And see, this is one of them times where you can make a pretty big mistake with him, because he's not fighting, he's not striking, he looks like he's relaxed. I mean, from the standpoint of not moving around and so forth, but he's still really tense. And anything that I do, anything that catches his attention right now will set him off, and he'll go after it, he'll strike after it, he'll strike at it because he's afraid. And so I'm trying to just be really patient here and let this tension kind of die down a little bit. And it will. Again, before I start really interacting with him too much, I'm waiting to see that really tight S-curve in his neck loosen up. I want to see longer tongue flicks. I want him to start looking and exploring his surroundings and things like that. And as soon as we start seeing that, then I can maybe start moving my hands around a little bit more, and we'll start with letting him get just a little bit comfortable with sitting here. And once he gets comfortable with that, then like I said, we'll start moving him around, moving my hands, letting him get used to seeing my hands around his face and realizing that they're not going to hurt him. And then further down the road, we can start working on head sensitivity and stuff like that, but we're not anywhere close to that right now. But you can kind of see what I was talking about. See if I can put his head up closer to the camera here. There you go, bud. Okay. Now this is a tricky situation to be in with him, because as soon as I reach up to get underneath him to support him, he's going to take a swing at me. So, come on, bud. Trying to be nice and slow and ignore him as best I can. But I don't know if you can see how that tongue is just, he holds it there. You can see when that tongue is, he'll stick it out like a 1/4 inch or something and just hold it there in one spot. Come on. Come on, buddy. There we go. There you go. You're okay. He's still really pissed off. And I warmed up the office up here for him a little bit too, so that he's a little bit more comfortable. One thing that you'll see some people do when they want to make themselves look like the reptile whisperer is they'll start getting their animals kind of cold before they start filming them. Makes them really lethargic. It's not healthy for them. And you'll see some of the more dishonest people when they're trying to rehome something. They may have a really cold reptile that they're working with, and the animal just doesn't want to do anything. So they look like they're puppy dog tame, but then as soon as you get their body temperature back up where it's supposed to be, they get a little bit more rambunctious. So we've taken one bite so far. He's taking a little bit more time this time to really relax. The last time I had him out, he had a couple times there where just for a couple seconds he started to relax a little bit and move around. So I'm not seeing that this time, which is something that I really want to see. Really want to see him start checking stuff out. And see, anytime I get ready to go up here and start touching close to his head, even if it's just to support him, there's a chance he's going to react to that. I'm trying to do it really slow. There we go. Easy, bud. Easy does it. You're okay. You're okay, bud. Come on. And you know, for any of you guys that are, you know, worried about a snake this size and getting bit and what it feels like and so forth, I mean, it's really, it's almost like Velcro most of the time. You know, they'll take a little pop at you. I mean, you really barely feel it. It's nothing at all like some of the big snakes I've been bitten by. But even still, it's just our natural reaction to a snake coming at us like that. You know, it's so quick. You know, we just get used to reacting. It's more that shock of them coming at us that does it so much more than the actual bite itself. Come on, bud. Come on. There you go. Just relax a little bit. Come on. Come on. Come on. So standing his ground and fighting isn't working. So now he wants to just run away and get away from me. Easy with the biter there, bud. Come on. No. I think this session right here might be a little bit longer. And the reason why I'm going to stretch it out some is because I really want to see some level of progress every time. You know? And he's still turning around and biting and all that. It's... and that's to be expected. But I really want to see him calming down a little bit before I put him back in. Come on, bud. Here, go huff and puff at the camera for a second. Yeah, he's not gonna bite you guys. And he had just a second there where he started to chill out. Now he's tensing back up again. Yeah, nobody gonna hurt you. And that's all this is. The snake's just afraid. Well, you just gotta teach him, and he's gonna be okay. It's a little bit better too that he's kind of starting to do more of the feint strikes, where he just kind of opens his mouth and he's not really intent on trying to make contact, just showing his mouth. So maybe that's a little indication that he's learning that these bites aren't really doing anything. Okay. There you go. Come on, buddy. Sees. Move the camera over here a little bit. This is good. Just kind of letting him explore the cabinet a little bit. Gets his mind working. I know he's looking for a place to go hide. But it gives him something else to explore and kind of takes his mind off of me for a second. And that's what we want. Hey, there's something else there. Whoa, easy does it, buddy. Yeah. Really? I mean, at least you warned me that time. So, like I said, anytime he wants to bite me, it's entirely up to him. He can just do as much of that as he wants to. And there we go. And there we go. Really, bud? It's so uncalled for. Guess he's making up for all the biting that he didn't do earlier. But I'm not going to put him back immediately after biting like that. I don't. Hey, stop that. Does kind of suck a little bit more on the fingers. Really, bud? Come on. It's one thing you'll notice too. A lot of times they'll wrap their tail first so they can get some purchase and get some leverage right before they bite. If you play that part of the video back just a couple seconds ago, you'll see how he wrapped that tail real quick and then turn around and laid into my hand. You know, some people will talk about wearing gloves when they do this. I just can't bring myself to do it. I'm too tactile. I want them to be able to feel and smell my hands and all that stuff and get familiar with it. And how would you stop? Ready to turn some ceiling fan back on in here. But on a positive note, even though he's deciding he still wants to bite and stuff like that, he's not flailing, so that's a bit of a good thing. We don't like him flailing, and he's slowing down a little bit. So, but this is still only the third time with him, so maybe a little bit of progress. There's a little bit of progress on getting him out. Like I said, he's a little bit more deliberate now. He's thinking about where he wants to bite me now anyway. There we go. Come on, bud. See? At least now we've got some measure of a little relaxation in his neck there. Yeah, kind of longer tongue flicks, kind of checking stuff out. So, let's see if we can't leave him on a positive note right here, since he hasn't bitten in a while. Let him go back home. See how he feels about that. That plant back in there for him to hide behind. And he's had another episode where we interacted and he didn't get eaten. So, regardless of how much he might have tried to eat me. Now you guys will find most of the time, if you're talking about captive bred retics and berm, hatchlings, you know, babies and so forth, ball pythons, corn snakes, stuff like that, more often than not, you're not going to have this much issue with them. You know, you get them out and you get handling them a little bit, you know, they might get scared and pop at you a couple times, but you can typically get them to kind of calm down and accept you a little bit quicker. This guy right here is a special case. It's one reason why I was so excited to get him with his particular demeanor, because this is going to be one of the most difficult snakes to get socialized that you guys are going to see. As you can see, it's just baby steps and just these really small increments, and every now and then just these kind of flashes of peace on him where he's like, oh, okay, yeah, I can chill out. Then all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, I need to eat this thing real quick. So the big thing is just, you know, don't be terrified if you've got your smaller snake and it, you know, is acting like it wants to bite you. You know, it's not going to hurt you. It's not going to hurt the snake. Let them do their thing. Just let them get comfortable with you. So I'm going to go wash up. And don't forget, guys, get down, get subscribed to the channel. Keep up with the series. It's going to be real interesting to see how he progresses. And we've got the Patreon. We've got the channel memberships. If you guys want to chip in, support the channel, much appreciated. And we will see you guys again in a couple days when we get him back out. Have an outstanding day, and we'll see you next time on Intrepid Exotics.